Alright, what is up you guys? Old Gaming here and welcome to another sort of discussion video, and today I have a friend with me. His name is Jake. So what's up, Jake?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
No worries, dude. And we're going to be talking about our expectations for the Battle of Gods arc for Dragon Ball Super, and honestly I'm going to be hyped for that. So apparently it's happening, 4 years before, right? So, because Battle of Gods actually happened 4 years after, so now it's happening in the current time slot, which is 6 months after Majin Boo.
Do we know if they're gonna time skip any part of the arc? I know it's probably impossible because we've already seen Beerus and Whis, but this could be his, he could have blown that planet up before he went to sleep for 3 years or 4 years.
Yeah, true, but none of that part, implied that it was actually a flashback in the first place, because there would have been some sort of weird color or something to imply that it was a flashback.
That is true.
I think that this is just Akira Toriyama doing his own thing. So this could possibly... I mean, he could take a little nap and then get woken up for some strange reason, but I don't think that's going to be the case, because honestly, if 39 years for him is a nap, then what is 3 to 4 years going to be? That's just going to be a plot convenience.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that they're going to retcon the movies?
What do you mean by retcon?
So... having the movie, the arc in the series will then make the movie
not canon. Yeah, that could possibly be the case, because, I mean, how can you have both of them be canon in the same time? I don't think that's possible. I think they did the movies to see how we'd react to them. I think that is a huge possibility, because for Resurrection F they cut out a bunch of things, and, we never got to see Freeza train and all that stuff, but,
that'll be interesting to see.
They're possibly going to be expanding upon that, because they have 5 to 6 episodes, I assume, for each arc. They'll possibly have more to fit in more detail and stuff.
That's what I was going to think. They might be able to fit in, not because Battle of Gods was not necessarily action heavy. It was more of a lightheartedness kind of thing. So maybe with the amount of episodes that they're going to focus around Battle of Gods, maybe we'll get a little bit more story,
also,
action.
You know what I was thinking? Because you know how Gohan turned out the way he did in Resurrection F, where he wasn't training and stuff. Do you think that with the current, the current way the plot is going, that in the saga for Battle of Gods, that he's actually going to continue training and stuff, because it's happening, earlier on? That
could go with the whole, if they retcon it, they could completely change his development and make him...
Resurrection F could have been just to see how we'd react to Gohan if he potentially turned out the way he did. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, because, he wanted to be a scholar from day one. You know how, I'm pretty sure it was episode 1 of Dragon Ball Z, where, Raditz showed up and everything, and he's like, okay, Gohan showed up, and he's like, hey, I'm Gohan, I want to be a scholar when I grow up, and all that stuff. So, honestly, if you change Gohan's character, that wouldn't be the best thing to do, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to actually see that there's a character that actually has a goal.
Yeah, and he actually achieved it.
He actually reaches it.
Yeah. But I honestly don't know what they're going to do with this, because if this is honestly happening, 6 months after the Majin Buu saga, then there's no plan to, complete the ritual, so they could possibly, change the ritual itself, or we might see Tarbal, but, Tarbal has been introduced in your Son Goku and his friends return, but where is that placed?
So Tarbal was considered canon in Battle of Gods.
Yes.
So I don't know whether if this is going to be a complete clean slate, the movie didn't necessarily happen in this timeline, whether or not he's going to be canon in Super and onwards will be determined on the fact if Bulma brings him up, or if the ritual still is 5 Saiyans and they obviously don't have Pan.
Yeah. So if we're gonna have Shampa, introduced before Beerus comes to Earth, what if both of them come to Earth to see the Super Saiyan God? I mean, Beerus could possibly bring it up when he meets Shampa, and then because in the intro, right, we've seen both Goku and Vegeta walking towards that portal thing, and then we saw the Whis and female Whis come out, and then we also saw Beerus and Shampa, and they're actually back to back, and I think that they have some sort of differences, but their goal in the end is probably ultimately the same.
That could be true, but I also had a theory that maybe
have a similar rivalry, I guess, to Goku and Vegeta.
The portal that Goku and Vegeta are walking toward might be something to do with the Universe 6.
Yeah, definitely. But the thing that kind of threw me off is, I mean, if they're walking towards it in their standard outfits, not their Resurrection F outfits, so will they ditch those, or will they even ever get those because of the time placements? Things are just getting so confusing.
Yep. Everything's just getting confusing. We don't know. We don't even know what's going to happen. And I hope they do get a new outfit, though.
I can safely say that that's the best part, because things could go either way. You know, we could possibly even get a Super Saiyan God Vegeta somehow. You know, in the arc, and we could have pretty much Goku going up against Beerus and Vegeta being mentored by a fat Beerus called Shampa.
That would be. I mean, if they both somehow, for some reason, went Super Saiyan God, that would be cool.
That would be awesome. That would be, you know, because we would finally get to see, you know, Vegeta in the Super Saiyan God form, and I'm pretty sure in Resurrection F, you know how he had the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan ability, and you only get that by turning into Super Saiyan God and absorbing that ki into yourself. I'm pretty sure he had to access that sometime, you know.
Yeah, he would have to have somehow gotten to that point before he could reach SSGSS.
I still think the name is...
Yeah, they need to fix that.
Special, you know. Like, why didn't you just call the original form, you know, Saiyan God, and then call this form the Super Saiyan God?
Yeah,
simple.
I completely agree with you on that one.
Yeah, it would have been so much better. But honestly, Battle of Gods, I like that it's happening a bit earlier on, because it gives us more time to work. Actually, no, I don't really like that as much now that I think about it, because it gives us more of a time, you know, slot to work with. It essentially, you know, gives us an extra 4 years. And, you know, if this all still happens before the end of Z, and we get to see Oob, oh boy. There's only one reason I don't like Oob. That's because he's literally just a wish, you know. He's Kid Buu reincarnated, and Goku just takes him and, you know, flies off to train with him. I mean, that's something Goku would do, but, like, why? You know, he could just instant transmission to, you know, Oob's village or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of things leading up to that point in the timeline.
Honestly, it would be hilarious if Akira Toriyama realized he messed up, because, you know, we didn't get to see Bra in, I think that's her name, Bra. We didn't get to see her in Battle of Gods, and we know that she's older than Pan. So what if they realized they made that mistake? Like, you know what, we're just going to redo this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, it isn't uncommon for him to do that, because he forgot about Launch.
Oh yeah,
which is why she wasn't in Dragon Ball Z.
That, you know, that much of an impacting character in the first place.
No, but she was kind of like
sneeze and turn Super Saiyan.
She was kind of like Tien's love interest.
No. She was the opposite of Tien's love interest. Tien was just flying around the world with her. Nope.
Tien was her love interest.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't. That was funny though, like him just flying all over the world, just to get away from her.
He's definitely got a. It's definitely going to be weird to see how they do what they're doing with the timeline up until the end of Dragon Ball Z, because we've already seen the end of Dragon Ball Z in that when everyone's older. So whether or not this is all going to take place before that,
I mean, he certainly has the power to redo the ending of Dragon Ball Z if he wanted to, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's doing this all with the movies and stuff, then it's not out of the realm of possibility to fix up the end of Z how it might need to be now.
So Dragon Ball Super, like the Battle of Gods arc, could have so many things happen in it. I doubt we're going to see Tarball, just because, you know, he's out there in space, and, you know, for the plot purposes, how would he show up? I mean, Goku could, granted, he could just go, you know, teleport him here, but, you know, Beerus is finicky, and especially if we're going to have Shampa there, things will probably have to be moving fast, because they're both probably, you know, grumpy, and they're going to want to eat food, and they're going to fight over food, and, like, I could just see where Whis and Fima was just standing next to each other, just, yeah.
Shaking their heads.
Like, damn it. But, this arc is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it, especially because there's so many, you know, how do I put it? There's so many things that could happen, you know, and we don't know what could happen. Like, I'm just glad, like, I hope that Gohan, you know, keeps his potential unlocked power up, because that is just badass, and I don't want Gohan to, you know, not get some major role in this series.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to know that he actually still has that power, because he hasn't used it since.
Definitely, and, you know, Resurrection F could possibly still happen in the same time frame, but who knows, you know, because if he's, you know, changing Battle of Gods, Resurrection F will definitely have to be changed. I mean, it's happening 4 years earlier, and, you know, that's going to mess some things up. Like I said, there's not going to be any pan for the ritual, so the ritual will possibly be changed. Turbo could still be mentioned, things could still go the same way. They could still be like, but Turbo is in an unknown part of the galaxy, and, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that the Battle of Gods arc is going to start reasonably soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already got a setup with Beerus and Whis being shown in the first episode. We've just got to get through all of this day-to-day life kind of stuff before...
Yeah, the lighthearted parts.
They obviously have to have the conversation, Beerus and Whis, about the Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
And then that's when things will probably start moving forward towards the that arc.
But it's going to be great, man. I'm looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, it'll be
especially in the intro, man. Like, the Super Saiyan God is such a tease.
The intro, oh my god.
It's great. Well, I have no complaints with this so far whatsoever.
No, it's definitely looking promising. I'm excited.
The animation is amazing so far, especially for an anime. I mean, it's not on the, you know, movie quality level, but it's still freaking amazing. So I hope that keeps up.
Yeah, 2015 Dragon Ball is looking good.
Yeah, dude. So everyone that's, you know, watching this video, make sure to go check out Jake. You know, he does Dragon Ball Z content as well. He's a great YouTuber. And, you know, tell us your thoughts on, you know, what your expectations are, and, you know, just tell us what you guys thought of what, you know, we said. And yeah, just check out Jake, because he's a badass.
Thank you. Yeah, let us know what you think of what your expectations are for the arcs of the both of the movies coming up in Dragon Ball Super.
Yep. So we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.